Hi, my name is Alexandria Peters. I'm here to present my developmental case assessment paper. I interviewed a child who was 3 years old and 7 months. I used the 42-month ASQ assessment. At first, the child did not want to do any of the things as she had just recently done them in a preschool screening. Once we got down on the floor and played some more and gave some positive reinforcement for the tasks she was willing to do, she was more willing to do the other tasks. The first pass we started with was going to the park to see if she could climb the ladders. That got her invested because she got to go to the park and she was excited. We tried to do the ball catching and throwing outside. She was not able to catch a ball with one hand or with both hands. From what I could see, she was lacking in fine and gross motor skills. I think some of that relates to the technology use and that she's not playing as much as other children have in the past generations. That relates back to her cohort, though. She seemed to be very obsessed with the iPad. That's how her mom got her to do some of the tasks, was by saying that she could play with the iPad later. I tried to save my questions for mom till the end. The child seemed to struggle with listening, but mom relayed to me that was because there was a potential hearing problem that they were trying to get worked out, because she's also having trouble putting together full sentences, and they're worried about her language and missing that period of being able to learn to talk as efficiently as possible. Mom said she had the doctor's appointment next month. They're thinking there's fluid buildup on her ears, and so they're going to fix that, and they hope that the hearing is to get better. The child was very good at problem solving. When I gave her the list of numbers, she rearranged them in numerical order and then counted to 30 to show me that she could. She even said she could count higher, but stopped. Then we played some more, and we went on to do some other tasks. The child really struggled with using a fork, a knife, and didn't know how to use scissors, but a lot of that relates back to her poor fine motor skills. And we suggested some activities to help with the fine motor skills. Her mother is a early childhood major and has been a teacher in the past with at-risk behavioral kids, so her mom works on lots of the stuff with her at home. One of the biggest new challenges is a recently added 9-year-old to their home who grew up in a different family environment, and she's picking up on some of those negative behaviors. And with Dad working an increasing amount because he just opened a new restaurant, she's struggling with attachment issues and social anxiety when Mom and Dad leave. Dad is trying to combat this, though, by spending an hour a day with her. He said that seems to be helping. The child was able to do all the activities at the park, which was impressive since some of the other outside stuff she struggled with, but they make it a point to go to the park regularly. My child also struggled with some personal social things, whereas washing her hands she could do, but unless reminded repeatedly, Mom said she would not remember. She demonstrated for me how she could wash her hands when she went to the bathroom. I think some of the implications for other social workers are that when you work with children, you're going to have to take your time, you're going to have to do things at their pace, you're going to have to encourage them, you're going to have to take breaks, and you're going to have to assess to see what they're going to want to do first, or they're just not going to cooperate with you. Also good to keep in mind that if they have a sibling, the sibling is also going to want to be involved. For instance, her 9-year-old sister wanted to show me that she could do all the same things, and that she could complete everything on the list. At some point, we started trying to give the 9-year-old some more challenging activities to do so the 9-year-old would not be racing through it so fast, because the little sister was getting frustrated. After we finished the ASQ assessment, we did practice some ball throwing just to see if she could get it at all. She was really, really struggling with that. I do think this is a good assessment for the Midwest. The only thing I would say is some of the activities like the climbing the ladder, the ball throwing, the stuff that would have to be done outside would be hard to assess in the Midwest in the winter because it is so cold in the Midwest you would not be able to be outside. This was my ASQ assessment of development. Thank you for your time.